Welcome back to the show. This is Randy Dyck here on the Return on Life podcast. And today I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I do not have a guest today, but it is that time of year. And you can see I'm wearing my red jacket. What does that mean? Well, it could be red for Sunday, Tiger Woods Sunday, or it could be Christmas time. Or it just could be that I love wearing this red jacket, which I really, really do. But it is the season of planning. Yes, it is the Christmas season, the season of giving and all that, but this is the time of year that you need to think about, hey, what am I going to do in the following year? And so here we are, December 24, 2024, that is, not Christmas Eve, but 2024. And how are we planning for our following year? Because it's the preparation that we do in December that really launches us in January. And this is an exciting time of year for me because I just love preparing for the next year, planning, dreaming, thinking big. How am I going to accomplish my goals? And so I really want you to think about how valuable this time in December is for the following year and your production and meeting your goals and really catapulting and launching in January of the following year. So this is the key. So we're going to walk through some of the things that I'm working with my coaching clients as well as my team agents in how we plan for the following year. And so we'll go through a series of things. This one is all about mindset. It's really about mindset. And mindset is the first and foremost thing that we need to understand. If our mind isn't strong, if we're not prepared, if we're not mentally ready to go, well, nothing matters. So we need to be, really strong with our mindset. Then, of course, we need systems. So we'll talk about systems on another podcast, and then we'll talk about our goals and how to get those goals. And then execution is last but not least. But today it's about mindset. And so I ask you, how is your mindset on a scale of 1 to 10? What does that look like right now for you? Mindset 1 to 10. And what about in these categories? What about on growth? What's your mindset like on growth? Or is it fixed? Is it a fixed mindset and you can't get past and you can't see growth? If you've got a large and open mindset towards growth, well, then you probably should mark down 8, 9, 10, maybe even. Well, 10's pretty hard, but maybe 7, 8, 9 in that range. Or maybe you're thinking, gosh, I feel fixed right now. And I'm at a 3 on the growth mindset scale. What are you? Growth versus fixed mindset, 1 to 10. Where are you at? The next one would be abundance versus scarcity. We've met those people. Sky's always falling. There's no way I'm going to get that. Somebody's going to steal it away from me. I'm never going to find that parking spot in the mall today, whatever. Scarcity mindset versus abundance mindset and thinking, gosh, I just woke up. The world's going to give me something incredible today. I'm believing in abundance. So, where is your abundance versus scarcity mindset today on a scale of 1 to 10? Write it down. It's so important to write things down. Writing it down makes it 42% more believable, more reliable, more manifestive. So, write your pieces down. It's just so important to write everything down. And then the last one on that is possibility versus limitation. What is the possibility? What's the possibility? Is it an 8, 9 on your mindset? Or is it limited? Is it limited? Oh gosh, never accomplish that. So where are you? Possibility and limitations. Where are you on a scale of 1 to 10? And be honest. This is really important. The more honest you are, and the more that you actually, visualize what this looks like, is the greater opportunity for you to move past or accelerate that mindset of yours. Okay? So those are the three that I want to walk through today: growth and fixed mindset, abundance and scarcity, possibility versus limitation. And then we're going to walk through a hack, a mindset hack. And I call it the 3-2-1 method, 3-2-1 go method. And the 3-2-1 is, let's come up with 3 limiting beliefs that you want to transform today. And we all have them. Even if you are really, really thinking of the abundance mindset, if you've got a growth mindset and a possibility mindset, you still have some limitations. So what are the 3 limiting beliefs that you want to transform today? What are they? What are they? And by the way, this is a workbook that we work through with our team, with our coaching clients. So 3 limiting mind beliefs or limiting beliefs that you may want to transform could be one of these. It could be imposter syndrome. You have an imposter syndrome. Or, you know what? I'm never going to capture the market. I'm too late to the market. There's too many top producers in my marketplace, whatever you are in, sales, real estate, entrepreneurship, whatever it may be. I'm just too late to the party. Another one I hear a lot of is I don't deserve it. I just don't deserve it. I'm not worthy is another limiting belief I hear a lot of. And another one could be that um, I don't have the right systems. I don't have technology. I'm not tech savvy. That could be another limiting belief that you have. And one more that could be also in places, um, I'm just not good enough at business. I don't have business, mindset. Well, listen, we can learn these things. So these are just some of the limiting beliefs that you may have that you may want to work through. So let's walk through a few of these. Let's walk through the imposter syndrome. And there's evidence, of course, that would say otherwise. So what are 2 pieces? This is the 3-2-1. The 3 were the limiting beliefs you have. The 2 is how do we come up with evidence that just blows that limiting belief out of the water? So imposter syndrome. And a lot of you may have it because you think you're too young or you're just not, good enough or whatever it may be. Hey, let me tell you, I was only 28 years old when I started real estate. And I looked around my office and there was top producers everywhere, and I could have easily fallen into the imposter syndrome. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have enough experience. I'm too young, all of that. Well, guess what? Guess what? I said, I am not going to fall into that imposter syndrome. And beyond that, I had to earn some money. I was flat broke. The whole world was coming down on me. I was having, calls from the banker, had no money in the bank, car payment, house payment, all that, right? So I really had to just throw the imposter syndrome away, which is really important. Just push it away. But anyways, I became rookie of the year in my office in the very first year, and I only started in May. So there's many other people that had a head start on me. But hey, anybody can do it. So don't believe that somebody else can do it and you can't do. You are worthy. You are worthy. So that's evidence number 1. If I can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And if I can do it, well, many others can do it. So look around others in other businesses that maybe you really relate to that have also just pushed the imposter syndrome away. And so much of that is just built up in our own minds. I am not worthy. I can't do this. It is not my time, whatever it may be, whatever it may be. So, another piece of evidence to limit or push that belief right out the door. The second one we talked about, I'm too late to the market. The market is dictating everything about what's happening. And gosh, the market has been tough in 2024. But so what? So what? I remember some of my toughest years in real estate were some of my best years in real estate because I just dug deep and I didn't let the market dictate my future. I didn't let the market say, well, just because the market is down 20 or 30%, your income's going to be down 20, 30%. What I did is I looked around, I said, gosh, this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity because if others are thinking that, they're going to work probably 20 to 30% less because they just expect it's going to be 20 to 30% down. So why would I put the effort into it? here's the deal. In those moments, that's when you really power up. And so I had some of my best years versus others in comparison in some of the most challenging years ever. So don't let the market conditions dictate how much market share you're going to capture. And, here's another piece. There's always other agents leaving the business. It doesn't need to be real estate. It can be any business. There's people always coming and going. But when things get tougher, like they have been, more people are leaving than coming. So guess what? The pie, yes, the pie of opportunity is a little bit smaller, but there's a lot less forks in the pie, or a lot less real estate agents in the game, or they're actually working. So the opportunity just increased for you as well. So there's another piece of evidence that just blows that piece, that limiting belief, right out of the water, right out of the water. And then the third one that we talked about is I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it. I am not worthy. Gosh, that is so far from the truth. The universe wants everything for you. The universe wants to give that to you, whether you believe in a faith, a God, the universe, whatever. It is there for you if you choose to do that. And for me, the piece of evidence that blew that limiting belief aside was that I just believed that there was a higher calling, that I was called to do what I was doing. And I put myself available, made myself available, put myself in the way of business that was coming down the street, whether it was me or somebody else, and I believed it was going to be for me. I felt like I deserved it. And another piece I'll say here is you deserve to be paid. See, when things are not going well or you think you don't deserve it, you will take less. You'll reduce your fees. That is a limiting belief. In fact, in times like this, you can actually increase your fees. People, sellers, people that need your services need you more than ever in the challenging times. Remember, there's less agents working, there's less agents available, there's less people doing the business. You deserve that even more. And I would even say this is your opportunity to increase your fees. So another piece of evidence that is blowing that away. In fact, I know an agent that actually changed his whole fee structure when times got tough. In fact, it was, if you want to connect and meet with me and have an understanding of the value of your home, there is a fee for me to come by. Yes, it wasn't a large fee. It was $199 for them to have an evaluation on their place, but it's $199. You're actually getting paid for going and meeting with somebody. And then to engage in the listing process, there was a fee for that, another $699. And then, yes, there was the full fee commission structure as well. So there is evidence that that is a limiting belief, that you don't deserve to be paid. You do deserve to be paid. You do deserve to be paid. So then we come down to the 3-2-1. Remember, we had three limiting beliefs. We had two ways to prove evidence against those limiting beliefs. And then the last piece, the number one, is now let's empower those beliefs to replace each one of them. So empowering a belief to replace the limiting belief. And so the imposter syndrome, I'm going to say it's part of my accountability daily checklist. If you want it, I'll send it to you. But one of the questions on the accountability checklist is, did you walk, talk, and act like a business owner today? Did you walk, talk, and act like a business owner? It's very, very simple. And that should take care of that imposter syndrome. Empower yourself to believe that I am a powerful business owner. I am worthy of being their agent, their service provider, whatever entrepreneurial business you're in, you deserve to be there. So empowering belief, replace that limiting belief. Number two, I'm too late. The market is too tough, whatever it may be. Gosh, you're going to get your lion's share. This is empowering belief. I get my lion's share of the market today, not this week, not this month, not this year, today. Today. And gosh, I remember when I started out, I said I was a rookie of the year. Every day I woke up and I said, I am going to get a listing today. And it was my goal to get one listing every week. That was my goal. That was everything. How do I get a listing this week? I need a listing this week. I need a new client this week. Whatever it is, that is your empowering belief that you believe that you can overcome the market condition, no matter what it is. People need you, and this will get you through that. And then number three is I don't deserve it. Empowering belief. I don't deserve it. Gosh, you deserve everything that comes to you. You know, there's a warehouse in the sky. This is what I believe. There is a warehouse full of opportunity for you in the sky. And you just need to ask for the forklift. Yes, the forklift to go into that warehouse and take whatever you deserve out of that warehouse for yourself. There's many, many blessings available, ready for you. And the universe, your maker, your faith is there to give it to you. You deserve it. So the 3, 2, 1 mindset hack is alive and well. So that's the 3, 2, 1. Are you into it? Does this make sense to you? And if you like what you're seeing here, please, please, please subscribe. We love having you join us here on the Return on Life podcast. And this really is about the return on life. You're going to get so much more out of your business, which is going to give you ROL, the return on life. Yes, you'll also get the ROI as well, because the ROI does help with the ROL, but the ROL does help with the ROI. It is one of the same. So cool. So cool. Okay, so let's move on to future self visualization. Super self visualization. I said super and I meant future, but it is the super future self visualization. And describe your ideal self. Describe your ideal self as you work through the entire year. So, what are you going to look like, act like, talk like in December of 2025, 1 year from today, by putting your mindset hacks to work, empowering yourself, empowering your belief system to replace those limiting beliefs? And what do you look like? That might be so many different things for so many different people, but it might be that you're actually working remotely from some other beautiful place 3 months of the year. I don't know. What is it for you? It might mean that you now work only a 30-hour a week versus 60 hours. It might mean that you can take every Friday off with your significant other. It might mean that you'll never miss another soccer game, a hockey game, a baseball game for your kids, or you might even mean that you're coaching. But the other piece of it, it might mean that you have made your goals, that you've exceeded your financial goals, that you've exceeded your financial picture of what 2025 looked like. That's what I'd like you to visualize as well. So it's a holistic approach. Something I really want you to work on is, what does that holistic approach look like? What is my personal life like? What are my hobbies? Did I get back into my hobbies? Did I get back into the routine of being at the gym? You know, I talk about the 5 F's, which is fitness, family, friends, finance, and faith. Have you put those five back in order? And are they all working and winning at a high rate? What does 2025 of December look like? Visualize that and write down what that ideal visualization looks like for you. Then what are the habits? This is really, really important. What are the habits that you are going to have to adopt, restart, come up with to make sure that you succeed in this? What are the habits that this version of you needs to practice on a daily basis? Does that mean that you need to get up at a new time? Maybe you already are getting up at 6 o'clock. Maybe that means that you get up at 5 a.m. instead of 6 a.m. I've been speaking with a few people that are getting up at 4 a.m., which is, I know, really, really early, but it allows them to crush so much before anybody else is awake. It gives them time to meditate, to prepare, to set their day in order. What does it mean for you? Do you need to get up an hour earlier, a half an hour earlier? What does that mean? What are some of the daily practices that you need to do? Do you need to go back to the gym and stay on that gym schedule? That would be the fitness piece of that. What about faith? Do you need to find your faith again, or do you need to just re energize what you believe in? Whatever that may be, whatever faith that you believe in. What does that mean? Do you need to block off time to be proactive in building your business? And for most of us, building our business means prospecting. Do you set aside 2 hours to prospect? And gosh, those 2 hours can change everything. They can change how much time you spend with your significant other, with your family, with doing your hobbies. They really can. Because when you've got a pipeline full of opportunity, yes, a pipeline full of opportunity, you have flexibility. You have liberties that you do not have when you don't have a pipeline full of opportunity. So maybe it's 2 hours of being proactive in lead gen before noon. That could be one of the pieces that you need to practice. It could mean that you record one educational video a day. Could mean that because you are a nurturer, that you are all about knowledge in your bank profile. And if you don't know what a bank profile is, reach out to me, DM me, and I'll let you know what a bank profile is, a personal profile that is really, really cool to understand what you are as far as a profile. That's of interest. DM me and I'll get that off to you. It might mean just doing 3 gratitude calls, emails, video texts, but 3 gratitude pieces a day. That might be what you need to do on a daily basis to really get you into that ideal self by 2025, whatever that looks like. What about reviewing your CRM daily? This is a piece that so many entrepreneurs, business owners, and agents struggle with, which is their CRM and staying on top of it. Hey, gosh, I'm first to admit, I struggle with this. But having that in order and going to it on a daily basis to keep it updated, review it. Oh my goodness, if you can get in the habitual piece of doing that, wow, it is life changing for you. So these could be some of the daily habits that you need to incorporate into your daily practices to find that new version of you by 2025 of December. Yes. So what beliefs do they hold? What beliefs do they hold? Well, there's always core beliefs. So you could have something like this: my success directly correlates to the value I create for others. Let me say that again. My success directly correlates to the value I create for others. What you do for others, the pay it forward approach in life really will correlate to your success. I really believe that. Here's maybe another core belief that you need to attach to. Every challenge contains an opportunity for innovation. Gosh, this is so true. The more challenging your business is, often the more creative you become innovative in so many ways. Some of the greatest innovations I've done for my own business is in the most challenging times when you're up against the wall, you're painted into a corner, you have no way of how am I going to accomplish these financial goals or these commitments that I've made. And that is through creativity in challenging times. So every challenge contains an opportunity for innovation. Consistency trumps intensity. Consistency trumps intensity. Oh gosh, I'm just going to say how important it is to just be consistent daily. And again, I'm going to come back to my daily accountability checklist. If this is something that you think you need is daily accountability, I've got a checklist that will absolutely change the trajectory of your business, of your personal life, your business life, your financial life. It really, really will. Is it easy? Mm-mm. It's extremely challenging. I have many people start it and many people fail at it. And they fail not because they're not scoring themselves well, because it's a scorecard of 100 per day, but they fail because they stop doing it because they feel that it just doesn't serve them. They feel defeated. I'm going to say stay with it. The consistency of it is incredible because of the results it produces. And when I mean consistency, you've got to do things for more than just a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. There's a number, and it's different for everybody. But gosh, if you can do something consistently for 2 to 3 months, success will fall all over you in that area of your life, all over in the area of your life. There's a great quote called, "I love the boredom of consistency." Love the boredom of consistency. And really, that's what it is all about. The intensity. Hey, the tortoise and the hare. The tortoise, he's consistent. The hare, he's intense. But who wins the race? The tortoise. Consistency wins over intensity every time. Now, if you can put the two together, oh my goodness. Now we've got lightning in a bottle. Now we do certainly have lightning in a bottle. So that is the future self visualization, the amazing future self visualization of who you are going to become. And I need you to work through that. The third step today that we're going to talk about, which is really about, that mindset hack, is identifying the shift. Identifying the shift. Complete this. I am becoming, whatever that may be. I am becoming the most trusted real estate advisor in my community. I am becoming the most influential social media person in my marketplace. What are you becoming? What are you becoming? I'm becoming the most consistent agent in my marketplace. I'm becoming the most consistent entrepreneur in my marketplace. People know they can set their time to my arrival at the office. Consistency, or the consistency of the gym, whatever it may be. So, what is that statement that you are becoming in 2025? I'm becoming the most balanced businessman or businesswoman or business person that I know of. I have my family, my faith, my finances, my fitness, and my friends all consistently saying, I am there for them. Maybe that's what you're saying. Then I want you to list 5 daily actions that align with this new identity. What are the 5 consistencies that are aligning, the 5 daily actions that align with this new identity? So let's just use this as an example. I am becoming the most trusted real estate advisor or agent in my community. Well, the daily actions could be this. I study the market statistics for 20 minutes before every meeting I have. I want to understand the market so well that people see me as the absolute expert in the marketplace. Another daily action could be Write one market insight article for social media. Make a social media post or write a blog or an article that can be posted on a daily basis. Wow, that would be powerful. Have two coffee meetings with local business leaders. I always talk about the value of business to business, B2B, the value of connecting with a business owner because they get business and business referrals like nobody. So the law of reciprocity is so alive and well between two business owners. So go and have a coffee or a lunch or a couple coffees a day with business owners. Now, that sounds like a lot of time that could be spent and wasted, but imagine the opportunities that come out of that meeting. And first, make sure that you seek to help them first and foremost before you ask for business. Love on them, help them with their business first, and then they will feel the law of reciprocity take over and help and serve you in your business. Number four, it could be practice active listening in every client interaction. And we talk about human behavior, the 7 human behaviors, and how important it is to be a listener. So important. See, when people feel that you've seen them, heard them, and understand them, everything changes. So be an active listener. Be an active listener. And the last one would be send personalized market updates to a number of your clients. And that can be through video text, which is really easy to do. So create a bit of a landing page or a page that describes some of the market conditions, and then just shoot through your own phone a quick video text saying, hey, listen, I'm so excited to send off this new market update. This is what I'm seeing in the marketplace today. And I'm grateful that you are my client. I appreciate you. Have a look at the link in this text. Boom. That's it. That's it. And so those are the five daily actions that would align with that new identity of being the most trusted real estate advisor in your marketplace. Easy peasy. Those are just some examples. Just some examples. And then last but not least, we want to finish it off with affirmations, morning and evening affirmations, which is really important to be sending out to the universe our affirmations. So, a morning affirmation could sound like this: I'm a leader who creates exceptional value for my clients and my community. I attract opportunities by consistently delivering excellence. I embrace challenges as chances to demonstrate my expertise. Morning affirmation. Morning affirmation. I'm going to put that in the comments below as well as in the workbook. So you will see those for sure. And then in the evening, because we have an evening affirmation as well, I'm grateful for the trust my clients place in me. I'm building a legacy of service and integrity. I'm becoming more knowledgeable and capable each and every day. An evening affirmation. So, listeners, hey, I'm so glad that you're here on the Return to Life podcast. This has been a lot of fun. Listen, mindset is everything. And as we think about 2025, I just want you to think how important your mindset is. It's first and foremost. You need to have a strong, powerful mind because everything comes our way to knock us off. Have a resilient mind because adversity will come and knock you down. Remember this: adversity doesn't define who we are, but how we get up. Adversity doesn't define who we are, but how we rise again and get up. Hey, thank you for joining me on the Return to Life podcast. I'm excited that you're here. I need you to hit the subscribe button on the YouTube channel and follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Comments, reviews, guests that you think should be on this would be so important for us. So we want to hear from you as well. And of course, we're on all the social platforms where we are always discussing everything that is about that ROL, Return on Life.